Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another World Cup Daily. And yeah, I do apologise if you did join me just before, but we are live now, so welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Also, I am using a different studio, whatever. Hopefully, it's not going to lag out like before, and hopefully, we can keep this as a kind of. It looks better than doing on my phone, let's say that. But anyway, you guys can leave your suggestions on what you think of it and things like that. But it's pretty simple to start off with. Now, let's get straight into what we're actually here to talk about, the World Cup action. And Argentina go through to the round of 16 on the World Cup. 2-1 win for Argentina. Messi and Marcos Rojo saving their skins, really, because... for a lot of that game, they were going out. Obviously, they're playing Nigeria. Nigeria actually equalised in the game as well. So for a lot of that game, Argentina were definitely on the ropes. But thanks to the result in the Croatia game, which I think finished 2-1, and also their result as well, getting that 85th minute winner from Marcos Rojo, one of United's own, which is great to see. Argentina go through along with Croatia in Group D, which is... probably the result that a lot of people wanted to see. Obviously, Argentina, some people like seeing the big teams go out early, but a lot of people do like to see the big teams in it towards the end as well, and they don't like to see the big fishes leave the pond too early. But ultimately, Argentina have got through with the help of Lionel Messi, Marcos Rojo. They stepped up when it matters, and Argentina got the win in the end. So I want to hear your thoughts on the game as well, what your thoughts and everything like that. Welcome, Red Army MUFC. Thanks for joining, mate. Thank you very much. He's made a few comments here. He says, Rojo should be sold. Fuck Maradona. Fraudster. Took steroids his whole career. Cheated in the World Cup. Rojo is wank. Well, there we go. So there's obviously the first one there. Rojo should be sold. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think he gets too much of a go in the United team. We've got... better centre-backs in him, and Jose Mourinho doesn't seem to want to use Marcos Rojo in the United side, which I'm not sure is a shame or not. I don't think, Rojo has really proved that he can be, our best centre-back. Obviously, last season, or the season before that even, the 2016-17 season, he had a fantastic partnership with Eric Bailly at centre-back. So, I think he has... shown that he can be a very, very good centre-back, but it's just about consistency, because... if you want to win titles, if you want to win trophies, you have to have a consistent, solid back line. And there's definitely a question whether Marcos Rojo can be a part of that. Also, Maradona, obviously, the controversial celebration, putting his middle finger up. Putting his middle finger up and things like that. Obviously, some people, again, will argue it's Maradona's passion. He's so happy that Argentina got the goal and are going through. But of someone of his caliber, of his status, he really should know that there are cameras all over the place. And he should know that there's cameras filming him. I mean, come on. How do you not know that, you're Diego Maradona, one of the biggest stars in world football? How do you know? How would you forget that there's going to be cameras watching your every move? I don't understand it, and you can't legislate for that. I'm sorry, but you can't. There we go. Red Army FC still says Ronaldo is better than Messi. Well, yeah. Obviously, Messi... I think Ronaldo definitely has stepped up more than Messi in this tournament. And I think at the moment you've got to say Ronaldo's having a better World Cup than Lionel Messi. But we'll see what goes on throughout the rest of the World Cup. If you are watching, guys, leave your comments in the live chat as well. Don't be shy. I'll read all of your comments out. And also, don't be afraid to leave a like on the stream as well. Also, obviously, I talked about the Iceland-Croatia game. The other game in Group D, Iceland-Croatia, finished 2-1. So Croatia got a very impressive 9 points from 9 games in a group which on paper looked pretty difficult. You've got some difficult teams in there: Argentina, Iceland, and Nigeria, of course. And it looked very, very difficult on paper to be able for any of those teams to get 9 points out of 9 games. But Croatia have managed it, and they've done it in style with some impressive wins. Obviously, the one Argentina sticks out the most, 3-0 victory over them in a very, very impressive win. And I've got to say, they are the ones to watch for me in the next round. They've been absolutely fantastic in these first round of fixtures, and it's going to be interesting to see how they fare. Now, I think going through, but in the first goalless game in the World Cup this year, France and Denmark played out a 0-0 draw. A shocking game of football, really. I mean, there's nothing to pick out of that. No star performances, no just no moments of magic, nothing in that game really. No bits of inspiration whatsoever. So that game was absolutely ridiculous. 0-0 draw. And it's a shame that the streak had to come to an end with such a shocking game. But in the other game in Group C between the two teams that haven't got through to the round of 16, Australia and Peru. Peru, in a very impressive performance, came out 2-0 winners. Andre Carrillo scoring as well as one of their other players. I can't remember. But again, Peru... I'm chuffed for them that they got their first win in the World Cup for quite a while for them, really. And Australia have been sent packing home. They can't seem to get out of the round of six. No, they can't seem to get out of the group stage if they tried. So there you go. I think it's going to be. Obviously, it's unfortunate for Australia, but to be honest, if they got through to the round of 16 and faced, someone like Argentina or a Denmark, an Argentina or a Croatia, I think they would have got knocked out anyway. But, fair play. I think they have shown themselves up to be a decent team, especially defensively. But Peru got 3 points on the board. Very impressive performance. And I think, being one of the teams which not many expected to do well in the tournament, they can go away with their heads held firmly high in the air. So yeah, that was sort of the roundup of today's World Cup action. As I said, leave your thoughts in the live chat and also in the comment section down below what you thought on today's World Cup action. A few more comments here. Red Army MC says, only Argentina sucks his dick. The rest of the world knows the truth. Pogba scoring a hat-trick, my prediction. Argentina crashing out of the round of 16. There you go. So Red Army FC not liking Argentina for the round of 16, thinking France are going to do it. Well, to be honest with you, France were my pick to win the World Cup this year. I'm not sure if that's going to happen now. The way they've been playing in their first 3 games, yes, they got 7 points, which is decent, and got them through to the round of 16, topping their group. But ultimately, they have not impressed me thus far whatsoever. So ultimately, they're going to have to play a lot better against Argentina if they want to get through. And if they want to win the World Cup, they've got to step up their game. But yeah, I think an early prediction for that one, it's going to be tight. I think it really is going to be tight because if Argentina can somehow get their act together, they could really do something in this tournament. So for me, I think I reckon France will just scrape that game because, to be honest with you, it's a difficult one to call. Both teams really aren't on their form whatsoever. They really aren't playing well at all. So, yeah, for me, I think I'm in that game, if I was going to go with anyone, I'd go with France. But that's just because I want them to win, and they were my pick for the World Cup, obviously behind the mighty 3 Lions as well. And I'll be talking about that in just a second with you guys. Let's check if the stream's still going well. Yeah, the stream seems to be going alright, which is good. We don't have any lag or anything like that, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. It is also because it is a different laptop than I usually use. So yeah, that is why it looks like there's no lag or anything like that, which is good. I do like that. But yeah, also the sound, everything sounds good. Good. Right, yeah. Red Army FC says Argentina struggled in the qualifiers and group stage. They don't deserve it. Yeah, I think that is true. Argentina, in the qualifiers, they only just got through with a goal from Lionel Messi. And to be honest with you, in the group stage, as you said there, Red Army MFC, you've hit the nail on the head because, to be honest with you, absolutely abysmal from them, really. Losing to Croatia 3-0, drawing with Iceland, and then just getting through Nigeria. They really haven't performed well. No doubt about that. But, you never know. The World Cup has been won by slow starters before. And are we going to see Argentina being a slow starter who, similar to a team like Germany or Brazil, get better throughout the tournament? Will we see that? Leave your thoughts in the live chat and also in the comment section down below. But yeah, obviously I'm going to talk about England as well. Obviously England won 6-1 against Panama, and in 2 days' time they will be playing. Belgium in the round. They will be playing Belgium in the 3rd game of the group stage, the final group stage game. And I want to hear your thoughts on that. What do you think is going to happen in that game? Do you think England are going to get the victory, or do you think Belgium will have too much for England? For me, I think England, it's going to be difficult, to be honest with you. It's a difficult situation, obviously, because some people are saying that if England finish second in the group, they actually have an easier run to the final than if they finish first in the group. So some saying it wouldn't actually be a bad thing if England lost that game. Others saying that we need to win the game to keep up momentum, and momentum is key in tournaments, which I do agree with. I do agree that if you have momentum and you're playing well, and teams will not want to play teams who've got fantastic momentum going forward. So that's really, that's really kind of where I stand on that. And I think it would be nice to see England get a win against one of the big dogs in a major tournament. Welcome, Sirens. Welcome to the stream. Says, where's Six Pack Big O? Yeah, I know. I had to delete the stream I was doing because it was too inappropriate. But I mean, I can see if I can get him on. I am using a new laptop where my Skype isn't connected, so I probably won't be able to do Skype calls tonight. Ricky, welcome to the stream, pal. Thanks for joining me. He said Nigeria robbed, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought Nigeria played all right. Obviously got the penalty, but to be honest with you, Argentina just with a decent finish from Marcus Rojo just had enough to get over the line. But I thought Nigeria can go away from this tournament with their heads held high. In their first game was an absolutely shocking performance from Nigeria against Iceland. Against Croatia. But I think they started to grow a bit in confidence into the tournament. So yeah, I thought overall, Nigeria can go away, saying they've done well in the tournament. Also, guys, if you are watching, leave a like. I really would appreciate that. Brother Gaming, welcome to the stream. Says, why is your green screen turn into curtains? That is a good question. Obviously, I could put up a green screen, to be honest. I probably should have put up a green screen there. It probably worked better than when, tell you what, I'll put up a green screen for the next one. I'll definitely put up a green screen for the next one. But yeah, I mean, anything else you guys want to talk about? World Cup, also Man United related. Obviously, the signing of Fred, as we mentioned 5 days ago, has gone over the line, and we've seen him all in the Man United colours. He says he wants to do well for the team, and I want to see Fred in a Man United shirt playing that midfield with Pogba and Matic. I think that's going to be so cool. But where does that leave players such as Ander Herrera? Also, we have the news that Marouane Fellaini will be announcing his future at Manchester United on July the 1st. So leave your thoughts on that in the live chat as well. What do you think is going to happen with Marouane Fellaini? He says he's going to announce his future on July the 1st. Do you think he's going to be staying at United, or do you think he's going to be leaving United? Leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. I want to hear what you have to say. But I mean, that's obviously, I will be doing a proper stream on the Marouane Fellaini stuff. Maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. But, it's one of the bigger pieces of news that Man United have seen within the World Cup, because, you have to understand, during the World Cup, there's not too much news that goes on, really, in terms of clubs, and especially, this time of year, you get the transfer news and things like that. And yes, we've had the Fred deal, we've had the Delot deal, but apart from that, we haven't had too much to shout about in terms of transfer news, but hopefully we will have more to talk about in the not too distant future. But the World Cup seems to be hotting up as it nears its conclusion. We're heading into the round of 16 games, and tomorrow there's some fascinating games as well, which I'll be previewing, and you guys can leave your thoughts in the live chat on as well. First game, obviously, is Germany-South Korea in Group E. Now, Germany I think Germany just need a draw to get through that game. But, I mean, you never know. I think Germany will go through. But in the World Cup, you never know. South Korea could turn up on the day if they're hungry to get through. But I think Germany will have enough in that game and will get through to the round of 16. But again, similar to the likes of Argentina and France, they really haven't impressed. They really haven't gone out and sent any statements in this tournament, which really surprises me. Because you usually look at teams like Germany as one of the teams who are dead cert to be in the semi-final or final of the World Cup or any major tournament. But it does seem that Germany have been struggling in the World Cup thus far. So, we'll see what happens again tomorrow for them, but I do think they are going to go through. And obviously Mexico versus Sweden. So again, a lot to play for in that group. There's a potential for 3 teams to go through in that group. So, again, that could be a very, very exciting one. I do think Mexico and Germany will be the 2 to go through in that group. And then obviously you've got Group F as well, with Brazil playing Serbia and Costa Rica playing Switzerland. So, as I said, again, some very exciting World Cup games coming up. I do think Brazil's going to go through. I think they will turn up against Serbia. Although Serbia are no pushovers, as we've seen, you know, they did get beaten by Switzerland in virtually the last minute. But you know, they're no pushovers. They won their first game. And they could potentially be going through. Brazil could potentially be going through. And also Switzerland could potentially be going through. Again, very, very tight in that group. Going to be very, very interesting to see who goes through and who leaves the competition. But, as I said, the World Cup, very, very exciting indeed as we near the conclusion of it. The last games of the World Cup group stage are the most exciting. And we're going to see a lot of teams in tears. We're going to see a lot of teams rejoicing. But who do you guys think are going to be the ones that go through from tomorrow's fixtures? And who do you guys think will be the ones heading home on the plane back to their respective countries? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. And obviously England play Belgium, and we'll have a proper preview for that game coming up soon. But yeah, I might actually be doing a watch long for that game as well, because obviously there's not too much pressure on the game. I might actually decide to do a bit of a watch long, give you my match reaction for it. So, you know, leave your thoughts in the live chat, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section down below if you want to see my live reaction to the England game. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much to everyone who has been watching the stream tonight. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a bit for more of the World Cup Daily.